Hello, 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 guys. So we're nearly ready to start. I'll wait for the things that I'm setting up, and in a sec, I'll share my screen straight away. Once again, hi, everybody. Give me one last second, let's say. Boom. And again, this is the first event with our partners, but we are going to do it more in recent weeks and later on. So hello from Miami, yeah, hi from London. Again, as always, as you came online live here, you can always ask some questions, maybe comment on what's happening, right? Maybe you have some, I don't know, ideas of what I'll be doing. Today's event is mostly about brand identity, and I'll explain some things at the beginning, and then I'll be doing some things with like hands-on with the Recraft, and not only with Recraft. I hope with my head a bit, maybe with my hands. I'll be using Claude for sure, because you have to have some, I don't know, chat to talk about. And the reason and the idea of today's event, again, to show that actually you don't need to have so much time on ideation of visual concepts for brands. You can do it pretty easily if you have right tools, right mindset, right fundamentals, right, I don't know, environment, right people around you, as you came today. I hope I will be fine. My whole idea of these kind of things that I mostly I'm not prepared for that. So I have some documents that I'll show you what I have, but I'm like not doing anything on design side before the event, because otherwise I will not be like comfortable. It will be a bit artificial, because if you are preparing for these kind of things, I'm sure people that looking at you, they'll notice that. So again, I'm working from scratch on the visual side. I hope I'll get lucky. Usually I do, but sometimes it's not. Yeah, but again, any kind of comments, help from your side will be cool. I think like last thing to mention that I think you should look into your email after the event, because Recraft will send you some special promo codes for their tool. You'll see this tool in action, and again, like if you didn't try it yet, I think you should with promo code for sure. But this is the only thing to mention from the beginning. I'll be doing my head like a bit down, because I'm reading your comments. Yeah, again, if I'll see some questions, maybe I pose my masterclass and answer questions, and then go on. Maybe not. Let's see. Hello from London. Yeah, hello guys from UK, US. Yeah, the heat wave is mad, right? But I think it should be better. Mick is crunchy, you say? How bad is that? Tell me. That's strange, to be honest. Maybe quite a bit. 7 of 10 bad. Why this always happening to me? Let's try. What can we try? Lower intensity. Yeah, I'm trying to dig into YouTube settings, I'll turn my screen off. Thanks for telling me. Give me 1 second. 4 out of 10. This is better than 7 out of 10. To be honest, I'm trying to find where the settings are. Don't have so much luck. Yeah, we are on the edge of dying. I totally agree. Okay, maybe if you say it's okay now, maybe I just have to talk lower. Yeah. Maybe I was talking too loud, right? Okay, let's move on and not wasting our time. Right. So the first part, I have this insanely overcomplicated scheme, let's say on purpose. But the general idea is that when you're doing the whole brand from the beginning, I'd say the process should be, so you dig into business as a team, I mean, right? As a strategist, the design leaders, everybody. You dig into the company in their business, legacy, heritage, culture, what's founder thinking of, where we're going, all of that stuff. And then you go into the platform, the strategic platform of a brand. So you have to find out the vision, meaning where company is going to, missions, values, tone of voice, audiences, positioning, all of this stuff. So everything that have some meaning, again, where the company is going to and how the company behaves, basically. Because my idea is for the last several years that if you don't have this kind of information, the whole design system that you will be building, I would say it should be artificial because it doesn't make sense for the business itself, and it wouldn't be. It wouldn't have some sense. So yeah, you have to dig in all of that stuff with your team, find all the answers for these questions, and then you move into this area where you have the locked idea of where the company is moving to, and the metaphor for some kind of visual metaphor, which answers the question, like, okay, if the company is moving there, what's the general, not the key visual, but general visual idea of how we'll show where the company is moving to? That's the key point, the key step of the whole strategic work from the, again, strategic perspective, moving on to the visual perspective. And the next step is the visual concept. And today we are on this step artificially because I prepared some kind of brand platform that represents from here, and I will be doing the visual concept. But I wanted to caveat that the visual concept, it's not like the whole brand identity, it's the most fundamental things that create this, again, the concept, the identity itself. And then if your team and yourself are happy, you can move forward and create all of this stuff like the like brand things, the, I don't know, any kind of websites, the business cards, if somebody still using them, the decks, right? The, I don't know, any kind of campaigns, digital campaigns, out-of-home campaigns. And then when everything is done, you can try to systemize it, create guidelines, any kind of tech and all of that. But again, in order to explain what I will be doing today, we are on this step. So we have some kind of a platform and we need the concept. And why I also like the concept stage, because I think when you work with a team and you're creating the new identity, it's very, very, very hard to really pass this step because everybody, they don't know what will be coming next, right? So if you'll show them, I don't know, very, very, very raw idea, maybe the idea itself is really awesome, but I don't know, the design team haven't had so much time and they designed something very, very raw again. And the, let's say, business team, they just looking at these drafts and they just can't get it, right? They just like, okay, what's the idea? I don't get the idea. Give me another idea. So this is the way to bury your idea just from the beginning. Another way is to overcomplicate. So like I saw sometimes team that they wait for and spend several months on trying to figure out the actual, not the concept, the brand identity itself. And then somebody from the top management says, no, this is not what we need. So several months of teamwork wasted again. That's why I think this the visual concept stage is useful, first of all, and very crucial, secondly, because if you prepare that in a, let's say, adequate timing, week or 2 weeks or so with a team, and it is great, it's looking great, it is inside, I don't know, the whole platform, it represents the ideas, it is designed well, and it's presented well with some kind of, let's say, generated mock-ups or something like that. So it's beautiful. The way that general people, let's say non-designers, again, business people mostly, they will not try to guess, is this like a good idea or not? Should we move forward or we should, I don't know, redesign it? the way we present the concept should be like killing, right? Everybody who is on a business team should be really inspired with our work, and that's the idea again of this stage, right? Or the goal, the aim that we want to go on. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And again, I wasn't preparing for that. I'm just have the platform, which I will put into Claude and ask to read and wait for instructions, surely, and wait for instructions. There's a question. So you start everything with the visual concept. Yeah, when we have this, again, the platform, then the next step is the visual platform. And then the real stuff coming in. Okay, the platform is done. So I'll ask you. I'll ask you to just show it. Basically, to show it to you because I obviously read it. Yeah, and my idea is that I have to understand the positioning, the missions, the vision, all of that in order to understand where the company is moving to. And then I will have to have this metaphor, which I do, but it doesn't represent it here. I don't know why. Show me the metaphor section as well. So short recap. The idea is that, and this is the main part, basically, the vision of the company, that we think as a, sorry, I didn't tell you that I will be redesigning the SoundCloud because I think the SoundCloud itself is a really beautiful product, not the initial design, but again, the product itself, it's super great, and it was great back in time. And they had this great idea that everybody can just create music and be popular, famous. Now I can't really hear about them, and that's a shame in a way. So yeah, the idea is that we rely on a world in the future where new music by real people, not AI, obviously, gives people their energy. Because I'm a lot into music. Music makes some part of my day. I play piano, I listen to music, I'm sure you do as well. So again, the real music, the ideas behind music, I think it's really important, and it's really important. Yeah, so this is the main vision, and we have some things here that we have missions. Missions is the section for the brand itself, for the company itself, like how should we behave in order to get into this vision at some day. So yeah, we have the surface artist. We have to turn upload and release. We have to pay by real fans. So we have to be present, I would say, generally about that. And yeah, there's lots of things that they do matter for now, for general purposes, but not for now. And the most crucial part for the design team is always the metaphor. And the metaphor that I designed while I was doing this platform document is the source. Because I think that the source has several meanings. The first one is that, for example, music can be the source of energy, source of inspiration, source of any kind of new things in your life, right? So source, maybe a source of decisions as well. Music can be a source of decisions sometimes. And also the SoundCloud itself, it is a source, right? So it's a place in a way that people upload their music and other people they listen to that. Yeah, so I like this kind of two meaningful things about the source word, and that's why I picked it up. So yeah, and we can express it with the several things like kinetic things, imperfection, human-made for sure. We have to show this is about humans and composing stuff, not again generating stuff. That's a bit different things. And yeah, that's things I just picked up, and I will be working with them. The next step for me is always to try to find the references. So now I have everything to go further, besides one thing, because there was the stream isn't working. I'm sure it is, right? Or it's not. Tell me. So it is. Okay, thank you. Show me the deliverables. Because in this brief that I created, there's like lots of things that I have to design in order to get the whole deck that shows the visual identity. All right, so this is the things that I have. So I'll bring the where is it? The Pinterest for sure, because again, the next step before I'm trying to design anything or generate anything, I have to try to find some references. And my idea is always to have references with maybe something like that, with the different layers. I'll explain it in a sec. So layers that you have in design basically is the typo, the layouts, the style itself, like style elements mostly, truly the colors. This is like 4 main layers from my perspective. Again, colors, and you can go more specific in several occasions. Maybe you're not just using style, you use like elements for the, I don't know, UI, or maybe for some identity that have to be somehow very, I don't know, very specific, right? So, but we'll be fine with just 4 of them. We'll just align them on the left and have some spacing here. And the general idea is that I will be trying to find references that reflect on the source meaning, and the typo, and the layouts, and the style. So everything that looks like the source or feels like the source, it is the thing that I need, right? That I will place it here. Maybe here we can also use the like picts meaning, right? So the illustrations meaning. Okay, so how can we do it? We can just paste source here, type it here. What platforms besides? Yeah, I like Cosmos, for example, or this Arena stuff. But basically, they are pretty the same. It's pretty the same for me. I think there's a lot of strange things happening with AI. I mean, nobody really created the really great search engine for the images. I don't know why, because it looks like it's not so hard. But again, I think Pinterest is one of the biggest, and it works fine. I like the rabbit hole that you click on one image and you go down. So again, it's fine. I'm just maybe a bit used to it. And at this point, I think very important part will be, I always try to like convince myself and be in control, let's say, that I use more like how I feel about any image, not what I think. Like, first of all, I have to feel, oh yeah, this is like the source for this kind of project. This is the source. That feels like a source. Because I think you don't need to rely on your eyes when you're picking up references. This is the next part. And for me, this feels like right, this image. And we go maybe somewhere else, find, maybe something will be inside the image we picked. Maybe we'll find something else. And again, I'm not trying to find specific layer for now. I'm just gathering pictures, and then I'll distribute them in the right way. And I also decided that this kind of artificial stuff that I like, actually, how it looks like, but I don't want it because I have this kind of cap that we should be in a way about humans, about human creating something, right? Composing something. So not artificial, some kind of natural in a way. I don't know, I like this one for some reason. We'll decide. You always can close it and forget about it, right? What else? What else? You also can use some kind of different text, not the metaphor itself, because source, maybe it's like source of light, maybe it's light as well, because light looks like a source. I thought about this when I saw this picture, so we can click on it. I don't want to take this like exact picture, but I like the idea, the like behind the scene, right? There's somehow very big light source, like artificial, but in a good way. And we can go down in these pictures when we want to. This looks okay, but too generic for me. What else? Yeah, and again, when we're doing the real project, you can spend on references a day or two if you want to, because it helps you to understand what you're doing. Now, I don't have this luxury now, so I'll be really limiting myself in order to just show the system, not the result itself. But yeah, and also there's some strange things about typography in this kind of references and metaphors, because how do you know does it looks like a source or it's not? But by the way, there's a source font, right, with the name source. But again, how do you know that? You just rely on your what you feel. Is it, do you feel like it's a source or something like that? This looks not bad, I would say, as well. Like on what we need now. Can we have the document we built? Yeah, you can. I'm not sure I can upload it here in a YouTube chat, but we will send it over to you. No worries, for sure. Again, I'm a fan of this kind of things. I've done it a lot of times. Particles, Cinema 4D. Yeah, but I will not. I will not leave into that because it's obvious. Let's try to always find new age, new boundaries for ourselves, right? This looks like a source, to be honest. Look, this idea is not bad because it's a flower and like a plant, maybe a flower, maybe some, I don't know, is it like a flower or not? Is it some kind of underwater thing? But I like it. What I don't like about that it is look a bit AI-ish. Let's say I'm not talking about the graphics itself, but the idea of what it is. It's like kind of AI bubble or something like that. But I like how far away it's from the music waves itself, but again, in a way, it represents music things. So definitely we're screenshotting that. Yeah, and I like the movement because it can show the sound movement as well, right? The player itself in UI can be very good for us. So for now, it will be just morphic fluid. Yeah. Let's stay on this page because again, it will be showing us something similar, and we have to investigate. My idea is always about that. That, for example, you spend 1 or 2 hours more on references, right? And you can be thinking, but I'm not doing my job. I'm not designing at this point of time. But you're saving yourself hours of doing things that you don't understand, because when you got the whole idea and you have references set it up, you basically know what to do. And if you're not, you're navigating somehow in a very dark room and you don't know what to do. So I don't like to be in this kind of place. Yeah, this is always cool as a pyro simulation, right? But again, not today. And it's too techy. Maybe what else? I mean, too techy for our end idea. Yeah, the flower thing, this or jelly, some kind of flower jellyfish, is quite great in terms of it will be easy to recreate with AI and motion and video. Yeah, that's great. But maybe it's really great. Maybe I just got lucky with this. We'll have this and we'll stop. At this point, when I think okay, we found the initial idea, the first idea, I would rather stop. This looks interesting. And no. Yeah, so I would rather stop and find another ideas, because what if I'm super biased and I just take the first one and that's it? It's not how the creation process should be working. I believe so. So you have to, again, try to push yourselves, try to find more and more. And then if the first idea was the best one, all right, yeah, then you take it and you're happier. Yeah, this looks very interesting, to be honest. But once again, artificial. No. There was some kind of misclick. I still like this one a lot. and this one as well. Let's click on that. How we can blend them, right? Because this one will be more on the patterns, backgrounds, like abstract graphics, UI stuff as well. If we need this for a player or something like that, and again, the flower for one person artist, music artist, and the flower quotes for another artist can be quite different, and that's the whole idea, like a QR code, right? But natural one. But we can use these kind of things for key visuals, for the ads that representing the source, like connect to our source, be, I don't know, inspired, all of that. Yeah, so maybe this one is also great. And I would say that this idea, this is great as well. So this idea to have a metaphor, which I always defend, like the metaphor is much better than any kind of mood board or any kind of specific stuff, because as you can see, we have one word, source, but it can be represented, generated, or I don't know, showed to people in very different ideas, visual ideas, I mean, right? The portal itself, the generated flowers, the person, the artist, basically. This is the artist, the music artist. This is him, and this is the user who try to, I don't know, plug in and listen to that. So again, I think I got lucky. I have the initial setup for the whole imaginary stuff. Let's say I have the whole ideation thing. I'm very speeding it up because we don't have so much time. I don't want to annoy you with very picky reference things, but I think this shows them, and that's my goal. Right, so we're moving on, and we have other layers. So give me a sec, I'll just clean it up. Yeah. All right, the layouts. Let's say source poster. One of the best things that you can find for the layouts is the posters, right? Surely. This looks like a source. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any meaningful things for us, so we'll close it. But it looks fine. It looks cool. Not fine, just really cool. But let's try to find like how the objects, I mean the typo, the graphics itself, or something like that, how it represents the source on some kind of layout references. I hope we'll be lucky as well as we were on the style, image style things. But not for now. Surely. You see this kind of this things is always with us. By the way, again, if you have some questions while I'm doing this, ask. Don't wait. Let's say. While I'm searching, once again, my idea is that this kind of metaphor, like a source, the only idea that I have for the layout is that if it's a source, you know, it should be somehow, be like around something. Like you have some, I don't know, contrasted shape, and things they come from here. That's the idea. Or if it's another layout, it's, for example, in center, it goes, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, so it just like combined in some way, gathered in a way again on a poster. What we can do, and what I actually sometimes do, that I just delete the whole text apart from the poster, and I just reason myself. Okay, does this thing looks like a source by layout? I mean, not the graphics itself, not the colors, but just layout. I missed how you landed on source. No, I did it before, guys. Again, like the source, the metaphor, it is a part of the platform, and I solved it before our masterclass, my masterclass today. So it was solved before today's meeting. I mean, this looks like a source for me, so we can definitely use it. This is like a really bright mess, and everything is just all around all around it. All right, cool. We can use it. I don't know. This looks like great on the colors. Does it? This looks great on the colors as well. Does it look like a source? I don't know. This one looks like a source. Yeah, it does. Right. So we take it in the color. I don't think it's the only one. Let's take a look a bit more. This one as well. And the great thing about AI, that actually you can like explain the idea of what the source in these pictures like mean. That is some kind of reflections, the aberrations, the distortions, all of that, right? So the light sources. So, and you don't need like specific colors. And basically, I hate myself to design the brand identity that has really, really like, I don't know, limited colors. Like we have 4 colors, that's it, or 6 colors, you have to use it. For myself, I always try not to do that because it's really hard to maintain in the years because everybody wants, I don't know, this and that, and it's not with the guidelines, so it's pain in a, you know. All right, so we have this kind of approach for the colors, the dispersion. Oh, yeah, cool. Not the most unique idea, let's say, right? The basic one, but this is the second idea why I love the metaphors, because when you don't have this fundamentals, the platform and the metaphor itself, you always like think, oh, like I'm taking these colors. What if it's not so much unique, and everybody on the design community will be blaming me that I'm not so creative person? And I kind of really understand that because this pressure, it's always on us. But when you have this, all the meaningful stuff, again, the platform, the metaphor itself, you always have the answers for yourself. Oh, yeah, okay, like maybe it is not so creative because everybody can create this kind of things, and it always also was created before. But it has perfect sense for the brand that we're building now. So it doesn't matter, was it done before, or is it like naive or generic for the everybody for now? It doesn't matter. The only thing that is like really matter is it aligned with the platform and is it looking great? If it does, okay, you move forward and you don't need to think about again the annoying people on the web, right? So yeah, I think we're fine with the colors. I think we're fine with the style and peaks. We have to investigate more layouts because one layout is, I don't know how to work with that. This thing is all right for the layout. Again, it's basically the same idea that you have a really big mass in the center and all the things around, but it gives you a bit different composition itself underneath, which is great. Again, this thing also cool. More, I don't know, things happening, but they are again looking cool, which is cool for us because we just need to understand, is it a source or it's not? Okay. Basically, we are not in a posters thread, right? And this is not as well, so we close it. So we go back on the posters and try to find the source. This is all right as well, but it's still the same idea, and we have references already. Let's try to find if there's something else that we can use, and then we will move forward to Recraft and try to design, generate for sure, doing stuff. Let's say this thing is also good because the mass for the text itself is so small, right? We can use it, utilize it as well as an idea. And again, I don't know, I feel it looks like a source, then it's fine. Yeah. Maybe, but I'm not so sure. It's also this moment when you just like, I know that I want to move forward, but it is better to have more evidence that you will use in future. Maybe I like this one because the source itself, in a way, feels in the center as a mess. I will answer questions, guys. Give me a sec. I just want to finish this step and move forward. Maybe here, when we click, we'll go inside and see something that will help us with the source feeding, right? this one looks like a source feeding, but it is boring. Yeah, basically everything that again stops in the center and have this kind of layering works fine. I think this one is maybe looks again not bad. We can use this one as well, surely. Yeah. Okay. Again, I think we are like prepared for basic stuff. The final thing that we need is the typo, which is the most, let's say, struggling thing, typography. And again, it's really hard to find the text for the typo itself. So we just look and say, oh yeah, this looks like a source. Basically, this one is not bad because it's, I don't know, it has some light in it, right? Light source. I don't want to use it. That's why I will just skip it. Maybe we'll find something else. I'm sure we will. And again, I think we have to rely on our feelings, what we want, what we don't want to have. This thing looks great as well, but when again, like we have this kind of fundamental things that we try to design around the metaphor, but also it is really kind of like useful to reason in your head how all the references will combine in the final result or something around that. And I think the colors and the styles perfect. The layouts, yeah, will be fine, but the typo this big always, no, I don't know, doesn't look that it will feels right. But the whole, let's say, blurrish, lightning, blah, blah, blah thing, which is not, again, the font itself. It is the style effect for the font. Feels right for me. I think it's really okay. Where should I put it? Let's put it here. So for now, again, there's always an option to go with Helvetica, right? Really, you're just like, okay, that's cool. Or we can go and find something that represents source and move into the design step finally, which we should be doing in several minutes. To be honest, I don't have like the pre-set up in my head. It feels like it should be thin, the source, or maybe it should be really, really bold. So I'm looking at this picture in reasoning. Yeah, like all of these, they are not great, but the first one and the last one, cool. So we can use this one, but we can update it for ourselves, just like that. Give me a moment. Yep. So this is the basic idea, what we can do. I'm always trying to find not only the class of the font, which is, yeah, it's surely the display font, but it's geometrical on the fundamental side. But again, if we can find the poster with this kind of, which we should do, kind of things, we can reason how we should balance the whole, maybe let's say poster light, doesn't matter. Yeah, how we should reason the contrast of the fonts, which is really helpful in lots of situations. Or we can go just by our head because time is ticking and we are a bit out of it, as usual. But I would say this one is not bad. So we have really bold, big things, or maybe maybe we'll go just here, really on the basic stuff, or here. I like this more. So again, this reference, it represents which, let's say, font sizes, font sizes, let's say, font hierarchy, how it works. So for the main headline should be much bigger than everything else. So the second level is quite smaller than the first one, and this one is once again smaller. So it's like a step-by-step scaling down things, and looks fine. So we will be using this kind of font around that with this kind of contrast between different levels of the stuff we do. So yeah, we can close it now, which is great. I have to read this. Perfect. This should be the copyright for these sources. So we have to design the billboards, the digital campaign, again, this work. What we can do it in parallel because AI takes time, any AI tool, yes. So we'll be designing the images and designing the mockups at the same time. Give me a moment, I will answer your questions. How much reference do you need? Maybe it's self-explanatory, but the idea is that you don't need a lot of references because you will be just like messed up, right? You will not know in a hour or so what you're doing because a lot of references, they can give you like general sense of what you're doing, but you can't use them specifically. And I think we have to use them specifically. That's the way of speeding up our work. That's the idea. What is this board you drop in images? Yeah, again, it's the references. So which will help me to design the whole stuff in a minute. Is the source the same as the big idea? I don't know, because I don't know what's the big idea is. I mean, I know what the big idea is. I mean, when you use some other framework, what's the purpose of this idea? I don't know. Yeah, but again, the source is the metaphor. And how we can evaluate if we're doing right or not, when we will be designing our stuff and we will be finishing the billboard, right? When we'll be looking at it, we have to ask ourselves, does it look like a source? If it does, awesome. If it's not, then we are not doing great. We have to redesign it. Again, this is the whole idea that the thing that we measure with what we measure, our like level of design, is always the how good does it look. But again, is it aligned with the platform and the metaphor? If it does, awesome. If not, no. If it's not, no. If source is your big idea, do you always look? Yeah, I do. And again, you see this word. You can use it in different directions, which is great for the brand because it can live for, I don't know, 5-10 years. You can always find a free. We will not be using the Nebula font itself. We will be using the class, right? Which is quite. It has some attributes, right? It's quite extended, not so much, but it is extended. It is, again, geometric. Fundamentally, it has this kind of things that I don't know how you say it, like smooth forms. So we will do something like that with a feeling of something like that. All right, design part. Yay, 45 minutes of preparations, and now we can go. The billboards. Let's just pick it up, right? So we can design different stuff. I'm always trying to understand what I'm doing, because like to lay it down. Let's do it in a proper sizes. Otherwise, it will be not so convenient to copy paste Figma, Figma, all of that. So we're doing the billboard, plug into the source. This is the not obviously, but I don't know. Should it be for the artist or for the listeners? Because we have different audiences, right? So yeah, I think it should be the listeners. Okay. The digital campaign, the next big thing. I'm trying to find Spotify. No. Okay, this one is also for the, we'll ask digital campaign, give me headlines for artists acquire. Yeah, so we're going forward. The swag we have to just reason. We will do it in a sec. SoundCloud run. Yeah, so the live show. I like the shows, so it should be like screens, right? Something like the several screens on a show where everybody is singing and dancing, this kind of crazy stuff. So it should be. I have to say that I haven't reasoned the copy. Maybe we'll ask for something. I like this idea of like perfect for robots. This is alive. Can we say out of this kind of idea, we'll say no robots allowed today, something like that. We will ask to re-reason and recopy it. What else we can put there? Yeah, you hear it first. It's all right. We can, you know what we can do? We can do Pablo Cortez, right? And the track name is Ambient Sound of London. Okay, so it's like what's happening on this live event now, and the slogan is here. You hear it first. So my idea is that you have to have this kind of things, the assets that you want to design. I usually lay them out 5 or 4 of them, because then I have the perfect sense of what I should do, and then we go into the design stuff massively. Yeah, I like this thing that we have the office space, right? So it's and the only thing is just like SoundCloud, the source, and here you have this kind of. By the way, I'm drawing with my trackpad. Sorry. So you have the I don't know, the person, the receptionist. Yeah, something like that. Deck. There will be the last one. Oh no, no. We need the campaign. Upload free, get paid by Spotify. No. Your first bedroom. No. Okay, this one is not bad. It is a brand identity, but we represent the brand identity through different assets: campaign, digital campaign, out-of-home campaign, live event, office space. Let's place office space. The digital campaign, digital, something like that, and the deck, for example. Because again, I think when you're designing the brand identity concept, you have to check that your ideas, they lay down on different assets for this specific company, that it will be useful. Because, and we also have this, again, the swag thing. But what I usually see in some kind of design portfolios, that for the fake cases, or for, I don't know, for some kind of different clients, designers design some things, I don't know, a cup, or for the car, how the car should look like, corporate car should look like. But they know that actually this company, they will never produce their own cups, cars, and all of that. So it has no meaning for doing that. Or you just show the logo, or in the colors, or maybe several basic assets like a business card, which doesn't explain how it will like live in a real environment. All right, so this is the digital thing. Swag will be after that. Next steps. So we have to create different images, different assets for different things. For example, here with the plug into the source, we want this kind of image. And what I'll be doing, I'll just create the prompt out of it. So give me a prompt to have some kind of this picture. What was the initial prompt? Like, which one for what? I can, but we for the brand platform or what? Yeah, so I just copied that. The Recraft has some styles in it that you can use. You never know which one will be working great. So what we'll do, I'll do the different things. For this one, we have to have this kind of, I don't know, 2:1 proportion. So we run this one. We go and find weird stuff just to explore, because it's really cool to explore with AI. So it works really smoothly. I like it. I also wanted to try this one because some kind of feeling. For me, I would like to stay on the more photo style. Yeah, not bad. This thing is too big, right? The portal, but we're just exploring it. So we have to take some time on it, right? What else? What we can use? I think this one should be cool. The motion, because it has lots of special effects. I like how this one looks, but I don't need it because it's like artistic stuff. But I wanted to stay out of trouble. Yeah, what I'll ask it to rebuild the prompt. The circle is too big. Let's make it smaller. Actually, this kind of thing is not bad because it doesn't represent the circle itself. It is more on the abstract idea, but it looks like a source in a way, so it can be used in different scenarios. Yeah, but we'll go back to the pro version of it. You can use, like, for example, no, I just mistake. You can use other features, other models, which we will, because again, for me, I'm always trying to understand what will happen if you change the model itself, because unexpected results somehow can be they can be really cool, right? You know what to expect. Yeah, so we'll go for the Gemini with a different name. We'll go to the GPT as well. Yeah. In order to just understand how we can utilize it. And again, I'll go to the vector Recraft model. It will generate in a sec. You see, like 2 in a queue. So let's give it a time. Now for the layout, this is not bad. For the layout itself, you see, we need to have this kind of really big sign, which should be in the center. We need to have this mess, and we do, right? So this is the one. We need some kind of things, like let's create SoundCloud, not logo, but the sign itself. Place it here. We don't need the layers. We will design the whole thing there, like some kind of a logo, but not now. Maybe we can go and have some, like, I don't know, URL, just to have some small details, because usually it gives you a better things to have. Let's try to place this here, just to I don't know. You have to export this, right? What I usually do, well, when I'm just ideating, I just screenshot it, right, and place it here, because I just try to understand, will that work for me or not? And again, while this circle is so big, it will not work well because I need this kind of overlapping, which I don't know, but I will, I'm sure. But the ratio is not right. And the initial prompt, you see, it changed it. So once again, I think the ratio got out of the settings because we moved a lot of things. Okay, let's update one more time. Now it's not a portal. The person holds this circle in the hands, which is not right. I need a portal and person on the front row, let's say. forest, the London Street, and what else? In a desert, So again, I just realized that actually this forest, it looks mystic and interesting, but basically it doesn't have any kind of meaning for our brand. So we just need to move forward and try to find, I clicked. Yeah, so again, I think the 2.1 is the best for us to have. So we'll run this one more time. We'll run the London Street as well. And the next thing, we'll run the desert. Yeah, and again, I can't say that, this looks great, to be honest. The idea, I mean, that it's this kind of shape. This is the old one, that's why it's the quad one. Oh yeah, we are not in a bad place now. So we can screenshot it now. I think the mood of the photo is not quite there. This one is much better. But let's play with that, right? Okay. Again, for the style itself, we will update it. But I like the idea and the braveness, let's say, of the thing we're doing here. Maybe this one is too moody. We will update it in a sec. Yeah. So let's say what we want. And we can also screenshot it and say, looks not bad, which means looks bad, right? So looks not bad, but sure. But I don't need this, mystic mood or something like that. Let's add some, I don't want to say joy, but again, some natural colors, lighting, and so on. Again, desert. No. I don't feel we need like the forest now, but I do like London. Now London, desert, and subway. Right. Let's teach the desert as well, because what else? Conference room, and subway. So like normal situations, right? You're going on the tube on the morning to the office, and then like you have this kind of portal, and you go there. Great to have. Okay, so I'll stick with the Recraft model for a moment, and I'll try to explore what it can give us. Yeah, and the subway. While it will be thinking, I'll try to design the digital theme, and also I think we have to find the right font that we can use. This is much better, but too natural, right? So yeah, it's always back and forth. This one is quite what I was expecting, I think. This one. Maybe a bit too, the portal should be bigger. That's the one that we have to update. It is generating super fast, so I can't really try to find time for that. So again, we can use, yes, the settings is right. It should be something extended, not this one. I like the Grilly type Foundry, which I use a lot for I don't know how many years. If I can use this Foundry, I use this one, right? So maybe this will be fine. It should have some. It looks cool. We can iterate on that, but not the italic. Sorry, I just like. No. Planner is not working for us as well. Maybe we should go. Yeah, this one looks great. Do we have? Yeah. You see, it's basically the same. Also, we can use this kind of technique. We just type. Yeah, I'm all right. Is there any kind of more? Yeah, this is the most extended one, the version I mean. So we use the bold one with the kind of smaller tracking, and we use the, which one? This one or that one? I don't know. I'll go for this one. I'm all right. Yeah. So we just paste it here. See, going here, make it bigger. Whoa, not bad. I'll try to. I like this one as well, mostly. I also think with this kind of, yeah, it looks cool. With this kind of thing, with the last prompt, I'll try the motion blur model, not the model, sorry, the style. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, boom. I was trying to understand. Yeah, and for sure, we can't be sure that this will not happen. So the basic idea that we can utilize for this kind of things, and also when we're doing the concept and we don't have so much time on, I don't know, regenerating hundreds of pictures that will, I don't know, fit fine, we can go into this kind of solutions and just do, right? So have the rectangles or something like that. I like these photos. Also, I like this photo. What I don't like that it doesn't understand that it should have the portal itself, because it's a bit outdated model. You see, it's the previous one. Maybe that's why. But okay, we'll go for explain. We'll try to explain Claude what we're talking about. So I have this subway, and the feeling of the portal is great, but there's always a but, right? But I want it to be slightly bigger. Wait a sec, because I want to explain that I like this scenery, but I like this scenery, but I don't like how sharp the portal is, and it is quite small as well. So update 3 prompts, blah blah blah. Okay. So again, we spent an hour to understand all the stuff. I think we're not doing bad, nearly where I want it to be. Maybe the whole theme should be inside. No, you see, we need this kind of things on the bottom. What we can use some, again, we can use something like bigger outlines, the stroke. We can use the again, I'm not designing it for real. I'm just placing things, and then I'll come back and redesign it properly with the indents, right? I don't know, properties. Let's say SoundCloud.com, yes, something like that. Bam, 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 and the color of the thing can be adjustable on the image. I think black here is really working well. For another image, it can be, I don't know, red, or let's give it one more try for the motion thing. If it will create the portal, we'll stick with that. If not, we'll go with the basic one. Again, we can delete this because we don't need it. And for the contrast, remember I was trying to understand the contrast. We do need this level of details because we have this. No, it doesn't understand. The blur itself, cool, but all right, we go for the pro version of it. Boom. We'll generate all of them while designing stuff. Boom. By the way, any questions so far for this stage, maybe? Yeah, and boom. Yeah, that looks cool. Is it? That looks really cool. That's what I like. I'm not sure that it will come right for this kind of sizing. But again, it's a concept, right? So what we can do, basically, we can go wild. I'm joking. We will not go wild, but we can do what we want. So we can go here, just adjust the size of a billboard, and that's it. But again, as I was talking, we need this kind of small details. Generate some general text for mockups that I will use for small fonts as details. So again, we'll place some here and over there just in order to have some great things. Maybe we'll ditch this. Yeah, we can live without that. We can stop here. Even at the house, yeah. Yeah, we'll use these kind of things. So this will be light. Remember, no tracking at all. Small, really small. Left aligned, small line height. Boom, white, surely. For this mockup, I mean, we'll find something like that. I think it should be cups. Cups, yep. No, I'll go for not the light one, the text one. Okay. Oh, that's too small. Yeah, that's all right. That feels all right for me. Maybe no, I can't make it smaller because it's, we'll leave it here and we'll create this one bigger. No, we will not. Maybe slightly. Maybe like that. No. Maybe we can just find the right, again, the right proportions. Let's say, what's this? It's the 70. Let's go for 80. Yeah, we'll use text here. We'll use it here. Maybe, yeah, we have to use it on both sides. You see, it's overlapping massively, and nobody really thinking about that. That's great. I like the body filler. I need 5 more, right? Because we need like really long texts. Bam, 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 bam. With some, I don't know, disclaimers and all of that stuff. Cookies. Disclaimers. So again, we are like hour and 10 minutes in, and I feel like we have some kind of pre-concept already. And every like next 10 minutes, we'll be building more and more. This is like a logo, and this is the, what's that? The URL, right? So we'll go here. I have an idea of this, that it can be custom. No, and no. Yeah, something like that. I don't think the logo will be just this. It's just a placeholder for now. So it stays in the center. Everybody should be feel, not hug. Yeah, we're cool. We're good to go for me. We can leave it for now. Also, what we have here, I like this one a lot as well. Do I like this one? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm kind of do. I don't like his coat or whatever. Yeah, I like the right one more. Let's just, because when you show it with the different variations for yourself, you see it's done. It's just like done. All right, cool. So, cool. What else? We don't need this one. We can just leave with 2 of them. So we have to go into digital and go vice versa in the. This is for the, again, for the listeners, and we have to have this kind of for the for whom? Yeah, for these guys. Great. Whoa! Now I need these prompts. Let's use other locations, but I think where? Let's go into school. I feel like it's a great place. Football, like yard football place. What else? I don't know. Cafe, just a cafe, right? So yeah, it's not final. It's just what I like to do. I'll explain in a second. Just run this prompt. So I like to have this kind of concept, I would say pre-concept for this asset, the billboard, right? And it looks fine. It looks better than most of the things that you see when you go out of home. But I don't want to finish and polish it now because I don't know how the whole identity idea will land on other assets. So I just leave it because it's, again, it is okay. So I'll go for the other assets. Then I'll design them at the same like kind of level, and then go back and polish all of them. That's the idea. All right. So this cool way, the corridor. Let's run the whole gen process. I like the feeling that the Recraft model gives me because it is more natural, some grain in it, better DOF feeling, all of that. So I don't need to choose another model right now, which is fine or better than fine. Yeah, but the idea that, oh, I'm running this in not the right side, but maybe I'll be fine. Maybe I'll be fine because I'll just crop it. It looks awesome, right? Just straight away, both of them, that I like this one more because of the lens effects, let's say. Can I just crop it not to regenerate it? Yes, I do. Yeah, something like that. We can use text. We will design it in a sec. I like this one a lot. Wow, this one. The second prompt has to be regenerated. I don't like the last one. It looks... I don't think I can joke about that, but it looks really bad. But we can rerun second one with the one-to-one proportion because I do like this kind of fish eye effect. I'm not sure it will do it straight away, but we'll ask it for that. Boom. Okay, so let's design the proper. Also, we need the 9 to 16, right? The vertical one. Where is it? Yeah, it's here. Let's do that one. I think it should be fine. And again, we can utilize the same idea that we'll be using these fields. We'll be using the another colors. Maybe we'll be using another colors here as well. Why not? I don't know yet. So I have black one, which looks cool. Red one, I don't know, but yeah, why not? Maybe we can. We shouldn't be using the red one, right? Because we had these colors. And we can reapply the colors after this one. This, I don't know, that one is not bad. For the vertical, let's run it one more time. Maybe it is not bad, but I wanted it more, the effect to be better. These are pretty the same. It's just this one more greenish. So we just can, I'm sure, do it here if we want the tinting, temperature. Yeah, basically, you see, it's the same. But the red is not right at all. So we can use this bluish, yeah, but more energetic, I would say. Just blue. Yeah, the blue is wow. Blue is fine. So again, the logo will be somewhere here. I don't need any kind of. We need this kind of stuff, but we will delete 2 of them just to have this. I also think this is a like filling of the label stuff, which is not great, not bad at all. I like this one a lot. Both of them, I would say. I don't know. I think like any picture of this are great because they are in the center. That's basically what I need. So what's this? It's something like that, right? Yeah, the vertical one. Bam. Again, I'm just screenshotting that because I don't need this precise quality straight away because it's just the concepting. Again, on the colors, I'm sure just boom, and it's there. We can use the same wording, and it is fine. Again, I'll just leave it here for now because I feel like maybe it's too bluish. Yeah. What about the image quality? Do you ask AI to make it specific and format? Yeah, no, I don't. As you can see, I'm just copy-pasting prompts, and I got lucky. I think my Claude, to be honest, knows a lot about me for this kind of year or so, and it knows like things that I usually ask for, and it just ingest it in the prompts because it's how it does. And as you can see, if I don't like the result, I just screenshot it and tell like redo these kind of parts of the image, and at some point we'll be fine with that. I don't like how this thing covered the, you know, this is fun. like it has something to hide, you know. Yeah, the was it the yeah, it was so great. Let's try to fire it with one-to-one proportions. Maybe we'll get lucky better, because I don't like this kind of things. I don't understand how to redo this. Maybe we'll get lucky with the removing background feature in Figma and just overlay it if we'll. No, yeah, obviously it does not work. Okay, we'll just regenerate and it will be fine. Basically, this picture is nearly. I don't like so much of this, so we'll run one more, and at some point we'll be fine. All right, so I think this kind of things. It's a time for these things, for this event that we are running, as you know. Which plan are you using? The unlimited one? I'm joking. I'm on this 8K plan. Give me a moment. I'll run the prompt and then answer the questions. School bus was a great idea. So now I need this kind of what's that? Let's say jelly, fish, or flowers, but I need this specific organic form with lots of details. You see? So what we have? Yeah, I like this one again with this effect. Still, the space is not great. What I can do, basically, if I want to, and I'm kind of do what I will do. Let's use more tools. If you're using more tools, you're feeling more like an expert, and if you're feeling more like an expert, you're feeling great, right? So that's the idea. So I use Photoshop for the enlargement. It's time to enlarge something, right? If you know what I mean. Yeah, we go here. We'll just resize it like that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Once again, we have to. It's the time that when we will go into logo. We will design these things and then the logo time, because we can't design this without logo. How can I build the source map as solo design? What's the source map? Yeah, you see, it's done. We really live in a sick time, guys. Just done in what, 10 seconds or so. So now we are really in a good place. We can go. Actually, this placing is not bad as well, but yeah, I'll use the central one because it will be the theme for this identity, right? So this should be this kind of thing. Yeah, it's done. Initial document we gave to the Claude. Yeah, I'll send you the doc itself. Here it is, right? Not me. You'll receive it on your email with the Recraft promo code for sure. Okay, now it's cool. It looks cool. We have to again adjust these pictures. Maybe try to a bit like that. Maybe lighter. Oh, I like it. I will kill I will remove the red color for sure. I will use the. What else we have? I like this yellow here. Boom. Actually, I like exactly this yellow, but maybe I like the yellow for this scene. Yeah, this looks great. And maybe we'll use I would like to use something like this color, or maybe like a cloud. something out of this, maybe something like that. But try to energize it a bit, right? That's why somebody was asking, like, is it the final version or not? You see, I'm just like jumping all over the place, and all of a sudden, some solutions they find themselves without me. I'm just like, okay, let's try. Yeah, it should be more energetic, but not like fun version of it. No, something about that. Yeah, now I like it. The whole thing. Let's close the Adobe stuff. Let's design this. We need the quotes. Yes, it should be quotes. So 1-to-1. Boom. I like the dramatic phrasing. Yeah. Wait. Boom. Okay. So while we're waiting, we can just move it here. Not move. What I wanted on this kind of screens, I wanted to create what I saw it like we have 2 screens, maybe 3 screens, maybe I don't know, any amount of screens on a scene, and some DJ or artist, music artist playing, maybe on a piano, I don't know, digital piano for sure, and like behind, I like this, behind this, all of this stuff happening, right? So that was the idea, and what we can do here, we can like copy paste this image. Yeah, I like both of them, and the coloring, you see, it's just what we need. Basically, it's our color scheme by design, which is again great. So what I'm thinking of, that maybe it shouldn't be like quads. Again, it's this kind of black screen. Let's do it black, and this is the graphics itself. I will regenerate it because it feels more like a flower, which is not so bad, but I don't like it. Let's be honest. Yes. So what we'll do? We'll say I like colors. Let's add lens effects, and I need this to be less flower, more like abstract shape, but this dense of details. Give me three prompts, 3 dark prompts. So we can move these things here because I need to design it well. I like this idea of no robots allowed today, but we will design it like the disclaimer, on a pack of cigarettes. That's the idea. Booms. Maybe this theme should be super thin, yeah, with a much bigger, yeah. It should look in a way weird, but still within the, let's say, ideas that we just injected in that. Yeah, okay. I think this belongs on the left. Yeah, and you can read this. And this should be the logo, which we will design in a second. Yeah, I don't think we need this. Oh, okay, we do. We are. Once again, we can do it like that. We also can, do it like that. So this is the main part. Like, what's the name? Not of the person, but of the composition itself. So, all right. So we run these prompts once again to try to find the right one image for our identity. And while it will be doing that things, I think I missed the second one. Yeah, I didn't run it. Boom. All right. So, wow, this is wild in a bad way. This is not what I like at all. Let's wait and hope and pray. All right. So the logo itself, we need a logo. Let's try to find the logo idea. So should the logo again explain somehow the platform or the metaphor? I would say, like, if it can, it should. If it's not, then it's fine, because logo, I don't think it's really have to be so much on this kind of level of details, level of alignment. It should just be fine with the whole identity and obviously represent some of the things that are in the platform. I kind of like this, but I don't like the flares because, yeah, they are not helping, let's say. Okay, we will create the long one again, but I like the third, and let's remove lens effects. Give me 2 more prompts. So I like to have variations not just with one prompt and run, I don't know, 2 or 3 generations, but have a bit different prompts, because you never know what will work. What will work really well. And once again, I like to work in a parallel while AI thinking. You're just doing some stuff. Yeah. So what we have here, we have the source. We have the plugin idea. Like you can plug in. You can find yourself. We have this kind of thing for the light, right? So, I mean, like something is. Oh yeah, that's what I need. I think it's nearly what I need. It doesn't look like a flower, right? You can't understand what that is, but it is really dense. Yeah, this nut. We'll take this one. I'll export it. And boom. Okay, so it goes here. All right. Nice. Maybe slightly bigger. Maybe not. Maybe on the colors, again, you would have to go somewhere here, maybe deeply on saturation, not so much on the... Yeah, you see it. Again, for the things that we're doing now, it's all right. I don't think I like this one. Maybe it should be cups and smaller. Yeah, maybe I'll use the stroke, sorry, the black stroke inside. So it'll become, like really super thin. And we can use the screen, just to, right. Looks much better for me. Maybe we should make it bigger, smaller, all the way around. Yeah, something like that. Pum. Okay, so I think the initial idea of the, let's say, flower in a best way of thinking about flowers as a logos. So we have to have some circle with the kind of stuff. Which prompt was it? It was the first one. I like the first one. Now I want to generate a logo. So simplify it massively. Sorry. Give me prompt for vector-based black and white thing. Give me actually 5 prompts. Yeah, because we don't know what to do. And again, like I'm not sure, and I'm not relying on the idea that Recraft or any kind of other model will just design logo for me and that's it. No, the idea, direction, inspiration, something like that. So we can just use it as a tool for ideation, not the, maybe a bit of like inspiration, something like that. Let's fire them up. Boom. The third one, the fourth. Would you consider using Firefly boards to brainstorm? To be honest, I didn't use the Firefly, because I don't know. It always feels like the whole thing when it's redesigned by the company, it feels a bit strange for me. That's why I'm not using that. But maybe I should. Are you using this? You like it? It helps you or not? I like this direction. Let's say a lot. Again, you can say, oh, there's a lot of logos like that. Yeah, it is. But the direction is not bad. Let's say I like the second direction. give me more prompts out of that. Out of these 5 ideas, we should be going in a one-to-one. Yeah, this one is the best one, I would say. You shouldn't say more prompts. Let's say three more prompts. Yeah. Also, what you can do, you can rerun this prompt with not vector-based theme, but actually you can go with a Pro, just Pro, and also you can go with GPT-2 as well. So again, you're just trying to, you're not you, I'm just trying to always have some kind of magic stuff, if it helps. But again, while it's generating things, we go back to the vector stuff. Yeah, it is. Go run these 3 things. Why not? Once again, I'm not trying to generate the final logo. I'm just trying to find the right direction, some forms, and then we'll do it by hand. Or maybe not. You never know. I don't know. This looks not bad, to be honest. Like if you have some time to just update it. This looks like really not bad, to be honest. You know why? Because it has all of this sense of the imperfections. The level of details is not bad as well. So what we can do, is it a, what's that? What was that? It was GPT. No, it was vector. So we can export this in SVG, surely, which is cool, right? And we can go in Figma. Boom. It is here as a vector shape. All right. So what we're gonna do? Yeah, you see, you can turn around. Basically, we will create the first thing. Once again, the SoundCloud. What if it will be just this? This is the first side, like a spark. You know, the whole thing is working as a spark at the end. What if, and it's not the final shape. I think we have to redesign it, but it looks quite unique. I don't think you will ever find this particular logo anywhere, right? Not the idea that it's some kind of spark or I don't know, light ray. No, the shape. I don't think so. So what I'm going to do again, while I'm doing the real work, let's say human work, I'll run this with a 4 count. Same prompt, I mean. Let's see what it gives us, right? Why not? Okay, if we'll not go in with this, which I think we will, what else can do? Looks like a little certain army logo. No, you mean like a no? It's yeah. Okay, maybe we should just rotate it somehow. Yeah, I think it's all right. Should be fine. Yeah, let's run it several more times, right? It's just for our purpose. Idea that I also have that maybe this is not the bad placement. But maybe we should go with the like opposite form of it. Boom. I think it's better in terms of this. You say Germany World War stuff, yeah. Yeah, so maybe we should play. No. I don't know. Maybe we should go. Yeah, this looks great, to be honest. One of the things that I like about this, it also looks like this looks done. For the concept itself, I'm done really. I need to design and work on how the form of the sign and the type of working together, because sign is much more like massive than the form itself. But again, for the concept itself, I think it's incredible. So let's iterate on how they relate one to each other. And yeah, that was not bad. One of the things that we can do this one. Nice. Yeah, you see? The second thing that we can do is like that. Quite hard to say, to be honest, which one is the right one. We also can do the smart logo at any given point, we can just do once again like that. Boom. Not like that. Sorry. It's not so. No, surely not. I think I like the last one for the sake of the time quality thing that we have, because I'm on a stream, you remember, not sitting at my home. I also think that you can always explain things in any way that you like. For example, any kind of human being can say, "Oh no, this is weird. You have this kind of smooth angles here, but you don't have this stem here. This is not right." And you can also say like, "Why? This is a contrast. It gives you a blah blah blah, all of that." But again, my idea is always to try to iterate. So what if we will smooth that out a bit? And maybe we'll have to make this smaller. I mean, not smaller, bigger. If it makes sense, this one. Yeah, surely. Like, bye-bye, right? So once again, should we find the kind of inspiration of, maybe I don't like the positioning. Yeah, maybe not. Or maybe I do. I don't want to spend too much time on that. I think it works anyway now, because the whole, yeah, it does. It kind of does, right? So we can also go here a bit bigger. We can also go, yeah, we can have any kind of, let's say, we also can go here. The layout, why not? Can I go like that? This looks weird. Okay, so the last thing, and we wrap it with because I wanted to generate some mockups and all of the stuff for the imaginary deck, and to be within 2 hours. And I think I'm doing well on the timings. Should I place it like that? It's too small. If I use the some kind of this line to align, right? I think I should be fine. So once again, let's use some design stuff. Let's think like a designers. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's fine. I like the. No, I don't like it. You see, it's always a kid. I think it should be just the last one, but then it pronounces like SoundCloud, like a Spanish. Yeah, it looks like a Spanish thing. Let's make it smaller, which is not bad, but the name is SoundCloud itself. Yeah, this one is okay. This one. Also, what I do like to do is just to separate the sign and the how you say it, the logo and the sign itself. So let's have the flattened version of it, because it's not so great to use. I also have this kind of flattened version because it's, again, just a bit easier to use if I want to. Let's try to redesign, not redesign, but to use it on the actual things that we've designed. For example, and I always try to compare which works better. So if we'll just put it here, it will not be the right size for sure, but maybe about that size. We will not use any. We can move this here, right? Yeah, for sure. This kind of logos, they do like to have the right placement, the right alignment. Maybe we don't like these stripes, or what's that? Maybe we can just get rid of the this one. No, I don't like the contrast of the text, top text, and the logo itself. But also, I don't like how they relate. But now I do. I'll explain in a second. If I just go there and go into medium, yeah, that looks fine. It's still the address. It still looks bigger than the logo, which I don't like, to be honest. It can be the case, or we can do it smaller. like really humble, which you will never see in real life. Like you always have to make bigger logo bigger. Sorry. What else? We can again, for the purpose of the concept stage, we also can just remove the URL completely, because you can just, I don't know, use something else. Or we can go wild once again. And for example, we can use this kind of technique. What if the logo, which I don't think will work well, but who knows? Maybe it will. What if it will be on the white something? And again, it will have these things that we just removed, because we like to do the job several times. Yeah, like that, like that. Can you make it pop more? How? Give me advice how to do that. Yeah. So what do I think? Not great, to be honest. Not great. This looks better. I can't say that it looks like awesome, but genuinely better on the right. But this is the weird stuff that you have to just know where it will be. And basically, this is because of the placement of the sign. So it's, let's say clearly, it's the pane, and you know what goes next. Let's redesign this part. Let's just stick with this, and yeah, I think we're fine. So give me one moment. My throat is about to collapse, let's say. Okay, so we have this kind of update. No, it should stay black, because I like the idea of having this on the. I don't. Maybe I like the idea of the. Let's delete that. What if we'll place it here, really? And oops. And how do I get there? Yeah. All right. So, for example, 2, and there will be. I don't. I think like it should be smaller and bigger at the same size, at the same time. Sorry. No, I don't like it at all. Something is not right here. So we will redesign it one more time. Somehow. So in a basic environment, let's say, this thing, it looks okay, but this is not. Should it be like just like bigger? I think there's so much white space inside. Maybe we can update that with just a black dot. Or maybe we don't. We shouldn't. No. Can we have the logo bigger, also make it feel smaller? Yeah, that's oh, I like this. That's really funny. I think I have to think. At the first time of this stream, I will think for 30 seconds, right? What else can I do in order to have it, let's say, balanced? It was so cool when it was basically just the stamp, right? So if it's bigger than the initial shape of the font, it looks strange. If it's smaller, it looks like it shouldn't be there at all because it's so small. I know the answer. Now I know the answer. Yeah, that is solved for now. Really, I'll go for this outline stuff because why not? Then I'll make this outline. That's cool. I just ungrouped it for a sec. Yeah, so it will be just the shape because otherwise the whole space, the indents will not be right. Also, I'll try to make, oh, sorry, something like about that. Yeah, I'm just clicking not the right buttons. Also, yeah, now I need to make this kind of things bigger. Yeah, I like it. Then I'll do these things. And then I'll just resize it. What I want it to be the quad thing for sure. I want it to be smaller. And I want them to be together. What's the size? 21. That's weird. Size minus 20. Then, yeah, so I think it looks better. I think we can balance it. Maybe we can balance it like that. Maybe what else we can do? And it looks like some kind of record label, right? In a way. Maybe we can also do what we can do. We can try to do like that. Why not? Why not? And maybe should we go here? Should we go not just here, but there's lots of things that you can do, right? Maybe white. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Thanks. I was thinking about white on the black. Not clicking well, but I will. Sorry, it's just like lots of, yeah, this one. It shouldn't be white. It maybe should be, I know, I think it should be. Yeah, like that. Maybe it should just be cut it out. Yeah, and it should be like that. That looks like it is. It looks interesting at all. It works better square, I think, because the poster you have, you never know. I think it can be right with these kind of things as well. Maybe not. I don't think it's really bad, but what if we'll go once again, go here. I kind of like that it's square and not square at the same time, right? Maybe we should go. Sorry, this should become fixed. Fixed. So we'll be able to make it smaller. We will not. So it should be done like that. Yeah, I think it's cool. Yeah. Again, lots of stuff. I also want to just make it one shape. Where is it? Outline, stroke, everything. Just flatten. It will not. Yeah, it's Figma because it's Figma. Wow. Okay, let's just undo several things that we've done. Yeah, this should become frame. Maybe that's not the optimal way of doing that, but it will work. So we'll subtract it, move it up, kill it. Okay, so this is black. This should be fine with just flatten. It's not. Thank you for that. This should be fine. No. This is weird. This should work. Yeah, it is working. Oh, it's not. How many times, guys? No. All right. No, then no. We'll create the rectangle. I'm sure there should be like some kind of plugin for that, right? Why? All right, so this should be. I know why. Okay. No, I don't. Okay, this should be the yes. 20. It was 20. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe they should be same. Yeah, I wasted a lot of time on this occasion. Let's say it should be flattened. I wanted these things to be rounded, like not so much 40. So we'll have this 40 as well. And then out of these parts, we'll just one more time outline everything and just collapse it into one. Around that. Yeah, I like it a lot, to be honest. And now it's the final. It's not the perfect shape. Let's say it's not the perfect. It's not even the perfect shape. Let's move it a bit. Together. We can go. Okay, we just optimize it, and that's. Sorry. We just optimize it so it will be doing fine, and that's it. Okay, again, there's some things going inside, but it doesn't matter for the concept. For the final things, it does. You have to, yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, you have to update it for sure, but not now. Okay, what's the height of this 116? Let's align it. Well, let's make it medium, so they will be the same. Yeah, and we don't need this at all. You see, like this kind of shape that I just created at the beginning, I mean this one, it just became the logo itself. So be careful next time. I don't like this blue because it's so obvious, and I don't like that it's obvious. Yeah, bum bum bum. Once again, I haven't created the initial, how you say it, mockups. I'll just do it like that, surely. But I will. You shouldn't be. Should be just wait a bit for that. But again, out of the nearly 2 hours, basically we nearly have the concept itself, right? Which I think is great. Yeah, I like this more. We have to just change this. Yeah, and for the office thing, yeah, we will generate. I think I will be inside the timings that I set. Yeah, sorry. What I want to do, I want to. So, that's what I want. Okay. So let's group it and copy as PNG. I want this logo to be on the mockup or inside some, I don't know, fancy Britain interior, blah, blah, blah. Give me 2 prompts. Then, not vector, this one. We don't need so many. Yeah, it's fine. Like, I think the normal full HD size should be, or proportion should be fine. So what I need to copy paste it again and use it. As a reference, you can't, unfortunately for now, you can't use this model with the references, so I'll use I don't know, any kind of these models. Let's go with banana. Paste the logo, nothing serious. You just go here, and we just update prompts and run them. I think we should go with the pro version. Just did a mistake. Made a mistake, sorry. And then all of the mockups or designs that I have for now, we'll just mock up them with the AI. Once again, super easy stuff. We just copy it, explain to Claude what we want. It is still copying, yeah. This should be on some music concert scene. Should be beautiful. No, not beautiful. It should be dark inside some race, digital screens, modern stuff, blah blah blah. So we go here. We should delete that. Oh, okay, not bad. I don't like the interiors. We will update this in a sec, but it's a bit more convenient to just paste the image and then the prompts. Bam. Bam. We should go with 2 images for sure. Let's do it one more time. For the how you say it, for the logo prompt, I need some some startup vibes, like Google Voice, right? Not the old money thing. We have to, again, copy that, paste that, a bit like operational job, let's say, and paste it one more time. That looks cool. Really, that's so funny. Okay, so paste. We will review it in a second. Paste one more time. Let's just spam this massively. So again, we want, okay, this DOH somewhere in London, daylight, boom. I don't know why it's typed boom, but I hope it will help. Yeah, this one, nighttime, highway in USA, desert. Boom, right? So there's lots of pictures there. So we copy this because we already have the prompt. Yeah, this is fine, right? That's basically what we need. This is not bad at all. I don't know why it's just kept some text on it. We can update it surely. So again, we have to run this one. Boom. Let's do it 2 times. We will paste these. And let's try to change color, because yeah, I think we can use something like that. Yeah, with more grayish. Yeah, I like it. Because like to have more variance in our thing. All right, and now this two, right? Yeah, we just need this two. So we have what's that? It's just the it's not working. Let's just screenshot it for sake of the prompt. What will it be? Airport advert. Okay, so let's copy it properly so we can paste it into generator. Boom. And paste the prompt. Once again, boom. And I think it should be fine with the prompt. I'll just double check if it's using the color. I don't think it is. Bold pinkish, it does. Okay, if the first one is airport, place this in some magazine. Yeah. That's fun, right? I think it's just a bit, it changed font a bit, but once again, it's just about time of like how many times you did regenerate it, so should be fine. It didn't change the font here, right? So it's fine. Let's finalize it. We can open up the Recraft finally on the whole screen. I like this one. I like that one is maybe this one. Yes, better. We will regen this for sure. This one, I need to regen this one as well, right? Yeah, because of the font issues. Both of them are. This one is better because it's more what we've done. Once again, it's missed? It's missing this image for sure. It is doing that. Yeah, I see. It's fine. Really, I like that. 4 pictures, but we missed this one, but we've done that one. So we missed this one, really, massively. What we can do in some LinkedIn feeds on a fancy laptop on a beach. doesn't matter. Truly. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images. Yeah, this one is really struggling. Let's update that. Guys, if you have any questions live, please ask, because we're wrapping this up surely, because we are here 2 hours already. I will finish this up in a couple of minutes, answer your questions, and see you next time. Okay, let's run it twice and finalize this thing. Maybe we should do it bigger. Yeah, why not? We paid for this place, right? Whoa, no. Boom. Okay, final stuff. Do we like any of this? This is weird. All the mockups were like okay, but it's changing the font. Okay, again, it's all right. We can just use it for the general purposes. Do not be really scared. Oh no. We have to re-upload the image because I misclicked. Okay, it's option B, and there is an option A as well. Boom. Short recap while you maybe asking your questions, typing them. So again, the whole process, as I showed it, was that we had this pre-platform thing, which is not real one. I just created this, I don't know, in 10 minutes. And we got the idea of the source, like a main idea, the metaphor that we used. And we find, and I found the references. Yeah, no, it's working. I found references. I just tried to decide, right, how it should be looking, and what's the idea behind this brand identity. And I'm kind of think that I did. So if we'll take a look on these images, and I would say for the general presentation for the stakeholders or for a team itself, 6 images is not so right, but yeah, I could, but I like the banana for now a bit more. In this situation, I mean, yes. So let's study that. No. Again, 6 images is not great. I think you have to have 9 plus the whole text reasoning that I showed you before. So it's always some kind of part of the presentation that you should run with your team when you design new stuff. You see, it did kind of funny thing here. I like it. Yeah, but again, I think we nailed the idea of the source of the new identity for the SoundCloud. Plug into the source, lots of things that are aligned with the initial things that I designed with the platform and the references and all of that. And again, the colors, the fonts, it was not just out of my mind. It was just more about navigating through references to try to not waste time on the next steps. That was the idea. Okay, you ask questions and I see them. Now I'll turn off the screen sharing, because it will be a bit easier for me to read all of that. Could you have uploaded your reference and branding idea to Recraft and ask it to give ideas? I think yes, you could, and also it goes into Pinterest by itself. But I kind of like to do it by myself. Maybe if I would have, 45 minutes, I would try to automate it. But I'm always trying to balance between idea and the time that I have, right? So if I have enough time, I will be doing let's say job, the judging part, let's say, by myself, because it's one of the most crucial part for now that AI doesn't solve for you, any kind of AI tool. Yeah, so again, AI for me, it speeds you up massively, right? But maybe just got used to Pinterest. I don't like it. to be true, I'm not a fan of Pinterest at all. But I like my process. I like how it goes. Maybe I should share a screen, my screen back, right? It should be right for the sake of the stream. Give me a second. Yeah, thanks for coming for sure, guys. Once again, I'm kind of like the kind of process that I have. It is proven for years. These things with the process, how to like navigate in the modern world of again AI and ideation, we'll be doing and running our course starting in July. We don't have much details now. We're still thinking and like creating it in a good way. But if you'll be interested, we'll send the emails in July and come on in. Yeah, but again, I think the most crucial part, you have to divide AI and your own process the way that if you can automate the routine, it goes into AI for sure. If you understand and you think that this is a judging call, let's say, you should do it by yourself. Yeah, so great. Was happy to see you. I was happy to share my experience and show how I work. Again, this is like just 2 hours, and imagine that you can create within a day a lot of things. So do create. Come for our next events. As I mentioned at the beginning, there will be more events with the Recraft itself. Coming in, we'll have some interesting stuff. And have a great evening and basically a great weekend ahead. Super interesting. Thank you so much for that. It's really, I really appreciate that. So let's wrap it up finally. And again, bye, everybody. Speak soon. Bye.